Welcome! My name is Colleen Tauke and I'm the sewing specialist here at Vaughan & Porter. In this Quilting Quickly tutorial, we're going to put together the log cabin blocks for the quilt Light in the Window. If you'd like to purchase our pattern, you can visit our website and you can purchase it there. Okay, we're going to be going to work with black and white 2.5-inch strips, and we're going to put an accent of a yellow, which is a very traditional, either red or yellow, as the center in log cabin blocks. It's supposed to be reminiscent of the light in the window in the cabin or the heart of the home. So red and yellow are the centers traditionally found in a log cabin block. Now, when you have your black and whites, you're going to have predominantly a light background, so you have a kind of a division of color, light to one side, and then your predominantly blacks prints are on the other side. So you're going to be taking your 2.5-inch strips and you're going to be cutting them into a variety of lengths, and follow your pattern for the sizes, specific sizes that you need within this pattern, because there's so many. I'm just going to lay out. They vary. There we've got 4 different sizes in the lights and 4 different sizes in the dark prints. Now we're going to talk about the construction of the log cabin block. And a lot of people, this is one of, other than the 9-patch block, probably one of the most common beginner blocks out there. They're very easy to put together. You don't have to worry about triangles and angles and biases and all those things. It's easy construction, but if you aren't careful as you press and as you stitch, they can become distorted. So let's just go into the accuracy and see if we can help you keep your log cabin blocks very precise. So we're using the yellow cut in 2.5-inch squares as our center. And then when you analyze a log cabin block and you look at it, you look for the center and then the smallest, next small block, and that's the light here. And you can see that it spirals out from there in its construction till you get to the longest log in the block. So that tells you what direction to go and which of the sides you're going to be working on. So we're going to work on the light side here. So we're going to put in a 2.5-inch square, and then we'll work our way out. So we've got one square and a rectangle in a light, and then we're moving into the darker fabrics for that side. Log cabins can be made in a scrappy fashion. Here you'll see lights and darks, so we can have a very different effect when we're working with a variety of prints, all from the same color family. Now we've got 2 of the darks, now we're going into the lights. And it's fun to have a lot of, these are dots and kind of geometric prints. There, and then we'll go with the last 2 dark prints. So if I get a hold of it, got one here and the longest one here. Now let's walk through that construction, and we'll make start with the very center. These are blocks where it's not from top down, it's from the center out, just like I showed you on that spiraling effect. So we're going to join the center with the smallest piece, and one of the reasons why it's such a great beginner block is that you're working with simple 1/4-inch seaming, and it's a great place to get that accuracy down. Once you've got that mastered, it's pretty much like clockwork. Okay, join those first 2 pieces with a 1/4-inch seam. You're going to press your seam allowances toward the outside. I'm going to use just my fingers here so that we can get on to the next piece. But as long as that is really accurate, it should be the length of the next log, and you can see there that it's going to fit perfectly. Now if that 1/4-inch seam is too wide or too narrow, you'll notice right away that it won't match up to the next log. And if you're off by a 1/16th here and a 1/16th here and a 1/16th here, pretty soon you're up into an 1/8 of an inch off, then a 1/4 of an inch off. So try to stay as accurate as possible to keep your block nice and square, and you'll end up with a very clean block when you're finished. Now, when you're done putting together your blocks, the fun part is you can build lots and lots of log cabin blocks here. I've got a few already created. Now it's about the placement of the block, because log cabin blocks have that much versatility to them. This is kind of I think they call it lightning strike. It makes diagonal stripes of darks and lights across the quilt. And we're starting position with the dark in the top left-hand corner, and then we position so that we create that strong, light diagonal coming across the block. And then the next diagonal is going to be dark, so we position it like this. So we've got the very top corner of our quilt ready to go. Now it's just a simple joining of rows and rows to create the entire quilt. Thanks for joining me, and if you'd like to see more of our Quilting Quickly tutorials, please visit our website. Thank you.